How y'all doing?
How's it going?
Okay, Stuart.
Martin.
My name, Pastor Stuart.
Okay.
Stuart.
Are you the pastor?
Daniel.
Okay.
How you doing, sir? Bless you. Okay. Yeah, I want to show you what I'm trying to do.
This is Pastor Stuart, and he has a bit of a problem going on right next to his church. Piles and piles of illegal dumping have taken over this entire street. That's right, an entire half-a-mile road has been overtaken by trash for the last couple years.
They don't want to take ownership of the street. I put that little camera up there to catch people dumping, and I put this chain here. But it looks horrible for my church on Sunday mornings.
He was left helpless, but thankfully, he found us. We showed up, ready for the job, and took on our biggest job ever. Let me just tell you all, it was a brutal couple days.
Even though we're using a mini skid steer, it's still hard work. Just being out here in the sun in Houston, today it reached 104 degrees.
And this all started with a nomination form.
How y'all doing?
How's it going?
Okay, Stuart is my name. Pastor Stuart.
Good morning.
Stuart.
I'm Daniel.
Daniel.
We arrived and met with Stuart for the very first time. Keep in mind, we've only been communicating through email up to this point.
The man that owns this land right here, and he said he'll pay someone to clean that fence line.
Okay.
Fence line right here?
Right, yeah.
Okay.
But the first thing is down this street.
Yeah, we know.
That's what I need. I need,
Okay.
because it's hurting my church.
How are they getting in there? Is this closed, isn't it?
I closed it up.
Oh, okay.
I did that after the fact.
Oh, okay. We can put that. We can clean it up and we shouldn't be able to get back in there, right?
Correct.
Okay.
And then I want to put a barricade. I'm going to go to a concrete company, see if they're putting a barricade, barricade across here to where they can't get there. But I want the barricade all the way up here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. See, because if I putting that thing back there, that's not helping me. I need to put like a concrete barricade right here.
Yeah.
Where they can't turn down the street.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a mess.
Where does this lead to?
It's a subdivision back here in the back, Pine Village subdivision, and they don't want to take ownership of the street. I put that little camera up there to catch people dumping, and I put this chain here. But it looks horrible for my church on Sunday mornings,
Yeah.
and it discourages the membership. So I just want to clean it up.
Yeah, definitely.
You could see it on his face, just how much this was affecting him and how badly he wanted it fixed.
All right, Pastor Stuart just opened it up for us. So let's take a little bit of a walkthrough and see what all we're working with here. Wow, I can't believe it. This pile is massive. And it's just crazy how it keeps going for an entire street. This is honestly just sad to see. The amount of trash people just dump here, and there's just no type of respect here, especially right next to a church. And it just keeps going for, we can't even see where it ends. Wow. This is definitely going to be a lot of work, but we're up for it, so let's get to it. Let's put this beast to work.
It's truly just heartbreaking to see places like this, especially in your own city. But hey, that's why we started all of this, to give a hand where it's needed most and to look for change. And today, we're doing just that. Now we rented this mini skid steer out for the day, but we're seriously considering buying one of our own. Let us know in the comments what you think. Now the one we're looking to buy wouldn't have this problem. It'll actually lift up about 8 inches higher than this one, allowing the bucket to fully tilt inside the trailer.
Hey everyone, I want to take a quick minute to tell you about something I think everyone should know about.
These days, so much of our personal information ends up online without us even realizing it.
Things like our names, addresses, phone numbers, and other personal details make us easy targets for scammers and even attempt identity theft. And that's where Incogni comes in.
Incogni works on your behalf to contact websites and data brokers that have your personal information and request that they remove it. One feature I really like is our custom removals. If you find your information on a specific website, you can submit it through Incogni and they'll work to get it removed as well.
Now, a lot of people think a VPN does the same thing, but it doesn't. A VPN just helps protect your internet connection while you're browsing, while Incogni focuses on removing personal information that's already out there. The less information people can find about you, the harder it is for scammers to target you. Like Incogni says, they can't harm you if they can't find you.
If you'd like to protect your privacy, head over to incogni.com/forchange or click the link in the description. Be sure to use code FORCHANGE to get a 60% off an annual plan.
Huge thanks to Incogni for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's get back to work.
Now it was back to my turn on the machine. y'all think? Is this thing making our job easier or what? Because it sure feels like it. I cannot wait to see the end result, to finally see the street clean and to restore their hope and their peace. Because who would want to come to a church like this, right? With all this mess right beside it. I mean, I'm sure it affects them in a bad way, so I cannot wait. Let's continue working for now. Now with that little pile there, my brother could back up the trailer some more and we could put it in there much easier. All right, let's do this. trip and this whole section will be done.
And there we go. Section 1 is all complete. and it looks a whole lot better. And this Bobcat is making quick work. It's really fun. So now we're gonna head to the landfill, dump it, and then come right back and do it all over again. Let's go. Oh man, the smell here today, it's bad, let me just tell you. But my brother's backing up their trailer, and let's dump it. See how big this load is. It's jam-packed. Wow. Yup, it's a big load. Now, let's go get another one. And we're back. My brother is gonna back in the trailer as much as he can, so we can start off with this pile of brush right here and this mattress, and of course we'll move our way towards the back as we keep working. But man, this is just crazy. We still can't get over it. It's literally a pile of brush that you can tell came out of a dump trailer. It's so just neatly placed, and it's all a rectangular shape. So yeah, this definitely came out of a trailer. It's just like that one over there. It's crazy and sad to see. But yeah, let's clean it all up so it could look much better.
To think that a landscaper trimmed down a tree, put it in their dump trailer, and then dumped it here is just shameful, honestly. crazy how much you can grab with just one bucket with that skid steer. It's awesome. Makes it so much easier. Won't believe what my dad just discovered. Check this out. That right there is a storm drain, and it's been buried for who knows how long. Well, isn't that something? A storm drain completely buried, and no one did anything about it. Now with the curb all cleaned up and pushed into this pile, we could put it all in the trailer. Once again, another trailer load of tree trimmings, most likely from the same landscapers. This is just sad to see. that's as compact as it's gonna get. Alright, let's get some of this dirt off the curb, put it on top, see if it'll flatten it out. Having to rake this mud out of the bucket was the absolute worst. It was super heavy and it kept getting stuck to the bucket, of course. And there goes the second trailer load, ready to head out to the landfill. But first, let's put this tarp on. And here's how the trailer looks. It's literally overflowing to the absolute max. We got 2 trips for today, and man, are we exhausted. Even though we're using a mini skid steer, it's still hard work. Just being out here in the sun in Houston today, it reached 104 degrees. With this heat, it never stops. But hey, we love it. We love what we do. So this is what we have left. We still have this pile of brush and a bunch of trash. It's really hard to just comprehend how it's an entire street full of trash. This used to be a street. Cars used to pass here, and now look at it. A mattress, a dresser. It's crazy to think about. Who would ever imagine a street full of trash like this? And it goes all the way over there. Piles and piles. This is definitely our biggest job ever. Let us know in the comments, how many trips do you think it's going to take so far from what you've seen? At this point, I was estimating maybe 5. And we've arrived for the second dump.
Wow. This might just be a little bigger than the last one. And we still have many more trips to go. Like I said, I estimate about 5, maybe even 6. So we have a lot more to pick up. But for today, we're all done. So we'll see you all tomorrow.
Or should I say almost an entire week later, because let's just say Houston had a bit of a storm.
And we're finally back after a much longer than expected break. It's been raining here in Houston for a while, and it didn't let us work for almost an entire week. But we came back today. We really want to finish this job for Mr. Stewart and clean up this entire road. Check out what we got done last time. This whole area is now cleaned out, and check out what we discovered. Like I said, we were gone for almost an entire week, and there's more trash on the outside over here. Can't believe it. But for now, my brother's gonna back in the trailer the most he can all the way over there, and we'll start where we left off last time. So let's get to it.
We got the machine out to play once again, but this time we had a bit of a different strategy.
All right, this is what we're thinking for today's strategy. We're gonna drag everything from that side all the way over here and just make a big old pile. Might make it easier on us, so let's go ahead and do that.
Time to close the trailer doors up and fill this thing up to the max. Time to get to work on the curb on the other side of the road. Who would have thought an entire living room set in the middle of a road where cars once drove? I did quite a bit. So now my brother's going at it, and let's see how much we can get done in this first trailer load of the day. We had to look for something heavy to put on top of this foam so that way it won't be sticking up. that trailer. We're thinking this trailer load and then another one, and that should do it. What do you all think? Let me know in the comments, how many do you think it's gonna take? For now, let's go ahead and head to the landfill. So we packed up, put the tarp on the trailer, and headed to the landfill. And of course, it started pouring. It's a rainy one here at the landfill today. Check out all of this mud right here. Oh, and it's thundering. Better hurry up. But check out my brother's truck. With all the rain that's been happening here in Houston. But man, let's hurry up, get this tarp off, and dump this trailer. We're really hoping it's not raining over there at the job, but this thundering is just really telling us otherwise. Here it goes. It's about to all come out. There it is. Wow. Ready for the next load? I'm thinking just one more. What do you all think? It looks like a lot over there at the job because we have to keep in mind the trash is scattered throughout a whole road. I mean, we ourselves have never seen that, and I'm sure you all haven't, so that's why it looks like a lot. But once we make a pile, it shouldn't be too much. Let's get back over there and fill this trailer up once again. It's not looking too good. We stopped by at the gas station to get some waters, and check it out. It just started pouring on us. And we're about 10 minutes away from the job, so I mean, I'd be surprised if it's not like this over there. But let's head over there and let's see what we're in for. Yeah, on the way there, things weren't looking too good for us. But anyway, we arrived and Mr. Stewart was there to greet us for the first time today. How's it going?
All right, it's burning something over here.
Yeah, I had a burn pile.
Glad
How's
to
it going?
see you all again. Doing okay?
Yes, sir.
Hello, Stewart.
All right, how you doing?
I'm good.
Who?
Huh?
This is a younger brother.
Yeah, younger brother.
Oh, okay. I was you say, yeah.
Yeah, man, Pops.
How you doing? All right. I appreciate you all coming back again.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah,
You
I
wanna
think
finish up
somebody
today?
been burning something.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had like piles going on of
Yeah.
burning
Yeah, we just
something.
got back from the landfill right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we were just
I know
there.
we came early. I came right at time,
Yeah.
but y'all had already left.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what we did, we cut this grass. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah, I noticed that.
We cut
yeah.
that. We pulled some weeds, and some joker came by here Friday evening and dropped that.
Yeah, we saw that.
We saw that.
So I told the guy that's gonna help me,
Uh-huh.
we're gonna get 3 posts, and we're gonna put 3 posts right lined up with the ditch,
Oh, okay.
and we're gonna put that chain, drill a hole in the post, and put that chain through there, where they can't come in, and
come
then we're
in.
gonna put another barricade on front of it, where they
okay.
can't even, they won't even be able to turn down the street.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
I got
good.
Yeah, it's gonna be real good. They can't
Okay.
even turn.
you. Yeah.
Yeah,
we're
y'all
gonna-
got a lot today though.
Yeah, we did. We picked up a pretty good amount.
And then the rain's coming, but
Yeah.
we're gonna work through it. We have our raincoats.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I had a meeting with the city of Houston. That's what I had the meeting with this morning.
that's what it was?
About
Oh,
this
yeah?
street.
Okay.
Because this street is a private street. And that HOA is supposed to take care of the street and maintain it, cut the grass, but they don't do it. They don't want to do it. We've been going back and forth with the HOAs trying to get them to clean this street because it makes the church look bad.
Yeah.
You know, but
As for the future of this road next to Mr. Stewart's church, things were looking good. It will be completely blocked off with concrete barriers, and no one will be able to come in and do this anymore. And I'm just so glad we were a part of this mission. the rain just kept coming down, but we knew if we wanted to finish this today, there was no stopping. there's another pile ready to load up onto the trailer.
Check this out. Looks like somebody threw out some very important documents.
Literally soaked. This rain is just not giving out, but we aren't either. We're gonna finish this job today. We've had enough of the rain. Like I said, it made us lose about a week of work, so we're out here today. Let's get to it. Let's finish this one.
that's it for this second trailer load. So let's put the tarp on and head to the landfill once again. I cannot believe this rain never stopped. We've been working for about 2 hours and it just non-stop kept pouring on us, and as you can see, it still is. We have our raincoats. They did help out a little bit, but I mean, with this type of rain for 2 hours, yeah, you're bound to get soaked, and I sure am. My whole hat, my gloves. Ooh, just take a look at my fingers from how soaked they got. So anyway, let's head to the landfill and we'll come back and finish this one off for good. And we're back here at the landfill, and check this out. It's even more muddy than it was last time. People are out here getting stuck, and we're hoping we're not next on getting stuck, because check this out. Wow. We might as well call this place our second home from how much we are here. So let's get this tarp off and open these doors up. Okay, we're all clear. Whew. I was worried about us getting stuck, but we're all good here. Man, the tires are covered in mud though. But yeah, we better head back and get that last load going. Okay, let's get to it.
My dad was blowing, my brother was raking, and I was pushing everything with the mini skid steer. We were trying to finish this one off strong.
Okay, now we're ready to start loading these 2 piles up into the trailer. Let's do it.
Finally, after hours of hard work, we were all done with this one. And let me just tell you all, it sure was a rewarding feeling.
All right, we're finally all done, all finished up here. It took us over 18 hours in a span of 2 days, and this road is finally drivable. I cannot believe the major transformation it has gone through. It used to look like a whole landfill. The whole road was trash. I cannot believe it. So,
But oh wait, we were almost forgetting about this. So let's clean it up. bags full of diapers. Seriously, like, come on. Do people not have trash cans nowadays? We're so glad we got it up, along with the entire road. So now I'm gonna let you all sit back, relax, and enjoy these amazing before and after pictures. We'll see you all in the next one.